Hey you guys, this is Jazz over at HipHop, and I want to welcome you to season 2. Today I'm going to interview El Paga, aka Young Dred. What's up you guys, this is Jazz over at HipHop. Today I'm sitting here with Young Dred, none other than some of Tampa's finest, and we just want to get right to it. Right. We want to see what's going on with you. So Young Dred, why did you choose hip-hop?
I choose hip-hop because it's like an open platform for you to be you, you know what I'm saying? And I never was like the type of person to be into what they want me to do, you know what I mean? That's why I got dreads.
Yes,
because
sir.
I don't want to look like a typical person, or you can't get a job because I ain't looking for your job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir.
That's why I chose hip hop, just because the whole culture alone, what it represents.
Yes, sir. Okay, when did you first get into rapping? When you first spit your first rhyme?
Shit, I'd say like in elementary school. I think everybody did that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like took it serious like
right.
after high school, like knowing like, okay, what I'm finna do.
Got you.
So
Got you.
I feel like since a year, everybody was writing in that composition book.
Yes, sir. Okay. So with that, when you started taking it serious, did you like go record a song? You recorded on your phone? You went in the studio? How did that come about?
Shit, I was in the house recording over Biggie cassette tapes.
Yes.
And just trying to figure out like, you know what I mean, just any way to be heard, like put my music out there, like as a kid. Like just recording, just wanting to record. I was finding any platform at that time to learn how to record, and I never stopped.
Got you. From that first time that you were able to kind of get in there and say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. How long did it take stuff to start actually coming into fruition, like actually developing? Like, okay, now I have a song, we moving on this song. Like, how long?
I would say like as an independent, like building like a fan base and like a core audience, it's gonna take you about 5 to 10 years to
right.
really set your feet, your groundwork, and people to catch on to the wave. So I would say like a good like 5 years. Like when I dropped the song with Gucci, that was like 2012, 13.
Got you.
And that's like what really popped it off for me, you know what I mean? Because they was like, okay, Jit serious for real. You got something with Gucci.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And actually, just to elaborate on that a little bit, because I want people to understand that you hit a key point. Like, it took you 5 years to see that coming into effect. It didn't come overnight.
Oh, no.
It ain't I pop up, I'm just on this song with this person, let's go. Like, you've been working.
Been failing, you gotta take them L's, turn them to lessons, you know what I'm saying? And then they turn into blessings, you know what I'm saying?
Sir.
So,
okay. So with that, I know recently I was able to see you dropped Blue Strips, the video, on my birthday.
Oh,
so
shit.
you know.
Oh, that's lit.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy
Trust
belated.
me, it was a happy birthday. Cause I was like, oh, okay, money, you know what I mean, on my birthday. But my thing is, in that time, in less than a month, y'all got to over 1,300,000 views.
Right.
So how that feel for you? Like,
It's
what's that
crazy.
like?
Still shocking to me, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because like I knew like with like the anticipation and like how the streets and everywhere I went that they knew Blue Strips were all around the world.
Yeah.
That it was highly anticipated, but to see it hit 1 million in 2 weeks, I was like, had labels calling like, hey, what's going on? like, like, shit lit.
And the only reason I'm so excited is because it literally is the success of your labor. It's the fruits of your labor. I don't think anybody knows how much work y'all put into it because they don't see, you know, we don't broadcast the L's for reasons, of course, but when you do see that turn out like that, I'm rooting for you, man.
That's love.
So, from there, how did that even come about? Like, how did y'all get into like, okay, I got this song. Well, how did Lil Baby come into the picture?
Well, before Lil Baby even got on the song, like when I was in Cali and I was writing the song, I was like, man, this is gonna be the song that I like. This is gonna be the one. Like, I'm gonna hit the streets with. We're gonna go hard with. So I put it on my Instagram while I recorded it, and people was like, yo, what the hell? What song this is? What song this is? I'm like, okay, this shit need to come out.
Exactly.
So I dropped it like 5 days after that, and the response and everybody just accepted it and it was going. So I knew like from the jump that was gonna be the one. You know, when we was working in the city, you know, it started blowing up outside the city. Artists, Waka Flocka, Mike Epps, people tapping in like, hey, bro, this song going hard.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, I need to put somebody, you know what I mean, big on it that's going to make it really shake the world.
Right.
So, you know, I hollered at Baby because we got connections through QC.
Got you.
And it's like fam over there. So we've been helping them work and they help us. So it was like, it only made sense. And the timing was perfect because he the hottest artist out right now.
Exactly.
And, you know what I mean? So it made sense to hop on the hottest song in the city.
It definitely
did.
And
now it's out of here.
Okay, so with that, you keep saying the city. Just for everybody to understand, where you from? Like,
Tampa.
where you really from? You
Tampa.
from Tampa,
Yeah.
Tampa. You rep Tampa, Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa.
Okay, so
All
y'all
day.
hear that? Tampa, Tampa.
Tampa 813, man.
813.
Just how we rocking.
And you know why I really asked you that? Because there's like a common misconception. And I only say misconception because obviously you proved it to be,
Right.
you know, possible. It's a common misconception that people can't get out of Tampa or people can't move. And we've been talking about you obviously since we knew we were going to be able to interview you.
Right.
And that's one of my biggest things that like I brag about. Like, bro, yeah, he from Tampa.
Straight
yep,
up.
he from Tampa. He's,
certificate.
you know, he's from here. So how with you getting out of the city, or you being global at this point, not how does that feel, but how does that come about? Did you have to say like forget, you know, Tampa for a little bit and focus on a global mentality, or how was that mentality that you had?
It's almost having both of them at the same time. Like you can't forget about Tampa,
right,
and then try to go global. So it's like you're doing overtime because you're worrying about Tampa and you got to slide. So
Gotcha.
my work don't never stop. Like I'm about to leave again. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm still worried about Tampa at the same time because you need your city. And once you got your city, it's over with for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I saw you did like the little toy giveaway and stuff that Orlando has for the radio station. That was big.
Right.
With going from city to city, what's actually the biggest tour that you ever been on, or like the biggest tour that you've been on? Where did y'all go?
The biggest, because I done been all around like every city, major city in the United States. So if that's big, but then when I went to London, that was big. You know what I mean? Because now I'm in a whole nother country, and I'm chilling at I'm at Don Q. Like he got a palace out there, like a seven bedroom palace across from Queen Elizabeth shit. So we chilling in there, and some stylist was like, hold on, bro. He's like, what's your Instagram? So I gave him my Instagram. He was like, blue strips. I'm like, bro, cut it out, bro. We all the way in London.
Right.
The shit just dropped today. Like, you can't be knowing blue strips right now.
Yes,
he was like, bro, I just seen it on World Star today. He started going crazy. I'm like, damn, now that's lit. You know what I mean? To be all the way in a whole nother country, a major country, London, and for them to like one out of, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Shit was crazy.
So that is something that I want to touch on, because with your music having so many views, obviously they're coming from places that you couldn't even imagine. What is the craziest place that you heard? Because for me, I'm gonna tell you what the craziest place I saw you. I was like Milan, but I'm a girl, you know. I'm like fashion, Italy, Italian men.
Right.
Milan. So what's the craziest like city that what was like one of your bucket lists? Like, damn, like
Milan,
I'm really
definitely. Milan, like I say, London.
Yeah.
Barcelona was crazy. Barcelona was lit because like Cali, so they bring in tons of, you know what I'm saying? They had us good in Milan. I mean in Barcelona. But I feel like every country over there in Europe had its own unique style. So it was like you got different vibes each place.
And that's something that we don't really even get to experience. That's really, like I said, when I say I'm rooting for you, it's beyond rooting for you. Like, you a black man that's able to go through to places that naturally we wouldn't be dealing with. And I can't wait till you get to is it Lagos or Lagos, Nigeria?
Yeah. Right.
Because I know it's coming.
Yeah.
I know it's coming. And that, to me, that takes us back to the motherland, like real deal.
You really see how it's connected to the motherland over there.
Yeah.
Like, we really separated. Being in the U.S. and like even from the Caribbeans is disconnected from what Europe is connected to. They connected to Africa for real.
And that's what's up. So now, let's get into kind of your venture through the industry. I kind of want to know, like, I'm all excited about the good, but I want, for people that's viewing it that might not be at this point yet, and I say yet because obviously the work that you put in so far is what led you here. At one point, it wasn't going so well. So what was some of like the worst, or what was the worst experience you've ever had in the industry?
I feel like the industry, once you get over like it's business and not personal,
right?
A lot of stuff you won't take too serious, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Because like with the industry, you're gonna look for like, oh, I'm looking for them to keep it real, like the streets. It ain't the streets. And once you learn that it ain't the streets, then a lot of the stuff that you would get mad about, you won't get mad about.
Exactly.
You know, you just gotta kick your game a little differently.
Got you.
So we could go down a million lists of what not to do, but I could say that's like the moral of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just focus on you, building your relationships with these people, and taking those relationships to the next level, and never abuse them relationships.
Now, that's funny that you say that, because over in publicist world or behind the scenes, relationships are really more important to us than money. Right. Bartering services become more important than, you know, getting that check sometimes. Right. So with that, like, what kind of relationships made your journey a little bit stronger? Like, was it your publicist, or, you know, having a promoter in this city? Like, who did you really need, or who helped more?
I could say with that, I feel like if I had those things, it would have moved a little faster. But since we like built it like with the team, because the team is very small, so that's what made it take a little longer.
Gotcha.
But it's stronger. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm not relying on this person to do it when I could do that for somebody now. Now I got a service for you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it a whole nother way. I'm not just like on the artist stuff. I'm on some CEO stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now, would you say a team is important for people that are like, oh, I'm self-made, I can do this myself?
Of course. You ain't nothing without a team.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You just got to build your team to where the machine is moving accordingly. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't moving, you know what I mean, in sync, then this shit ain't going nowhere. Right.
With people moving in sync, let's say somebody on your team is not moving in sync. How do you handle, like, do you know, keep them around and watch them help you fall, or how do you handle moving on?
What you do is you try to, like, let them know where you're messing up at, or what we need to do to improve, because nobody's perfect. Right. Even me, you know what I'm saying? Right. I still got shit I need to improve on. So it's important that you have people around you that's not just telling you, oh yeah, you doing it right. Or you doing it right. Like my cousin told me, he said, hey bro, you got a lot of hard songs, but we need a song that niggas say, hey, you know Young Dred? Like, yeah. Oh, he seen that Blue Strips.
Right.
And if they ain't saying that yet, then we still got to work on that hit.
Exactly.
And we did that. So I could have took that like, oh, this nigga hating on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, cause I ain't feeling him. But no, I heard that, I took it, digested it, looked at the situation, said, damn, we do got a lot of hard songs. But nigga, we need a song when niggas step in the building, they screaming that.
Exactly.
And that's what I did.
Yes, sir. So with that, I guess the only thing I really have left to ask is, I really want to know, what were the most reasonable or the best investments that you made early on in your career that you say helped you get there, you know, a little bit faster? Like, instead of doing this type of promo, I did this, or I paid for this instead of this. What were some of your greatest investments?
I could say, because if I give them all the game, they'll be me.
I know,
so
right?
What I could say is, invest in yourself, believe in yourself, and don't let nobody tell you can't do it. And another thing I'm gonna tell these artists is, stop worrying about 100 songs. That's a major key. Stop worrying about 100 songs.
I just said that to somebody. You saying, like, you're insinuating basically like push a single, like
push a single, put some money up.
Thank you.
Because you may have the hardest song, but if you ain't putting no money behind it, then that's just the hardest song in your community, to your homeboys, in your living room. But you gotta push it. You gotta market it. Because without that, if I ain't market Blue Strips, if I said, oh, after 6 months, I'm done, because y'all done with it, y'all got me fucked up.
Exactly.
We going all the way up.
Exactly.
And that's what built the record.
Yes, sir. So I'm really, really grateful that you were able to grace the couch today. You gave us a lot of good insight, and we're rooting for you over here at HipHop. We're rooting for you in Tampa. We're happy for everything. We see you moving. So thank you so much for representing, and thank you for coming to Why Hip Hop. You guys, it's been love.
DVS bust down.
Bust down. Look, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one soon.
It's time, baby.